Hey everybody, it is Liz with Liz Art Finds, and today we are here with haul number 50. Before we get to that, we're going to talk about what's sold. Over on eBay, I sold this pair of Santa Gnome Culver glasses. I bought them originally for $1.98. They sold for $14. And then last night I had my pottery show over on NikNax, and these are the pieces that sold. My total cost of goods on all these pieces was $23.95. My total sales was about $103. Once you take out all of the costs, including cost of goods and fees and whatnot, my net profit on this was right around $60. It was $59.41. So not bad. Half hour of my time and moved some things along to other homes. So that's good. So this was a little bit of a quieter week. I didn't get out as much. I had my company picnic on Monday, so I was really busy. I kind of ran that, so busy with a lot of the prep and then the doing it and the cleaning up and all the things. So it was just a short week and I didn't get out as much. So anyway, that said, let's start with the first couple things I picked up were native. The first one was this. I got this piece for $1. The only one I could find listed it as a votive cover, that it would sit over a candle. And there's lots of holes in here. These are, all the stars are actually holes. And then there's a hole here as well for the heat to escape and also for the light. You could probably put a tea light in there, one of the battery operated ones as well. As a decoration piece, and it looks like these are all musicians, and this is, I believe, from Peru, and I paid $1. The one that sold for $11.99, so I figure 8 to 12 on that piece. All right, next one, I found this vase, and this is a wall vase. Okay, now it has a hole at the bottom, so you could use it as a planter, like put dirt in and it would drain, but I would think that would want to be outside if you were going to do that with it. Indoors, you could do like dried flowers or something like that. Really pretty, but it's got a bullfighting scene on there, and you've got the people watching, and you've got the bull, and you've got the poor guy on the ground. Not sure what that's all about. Anyway, vase. I paid $3 for it. The solds are like around 25-ish. I don't know. I think it would probably be less, probably closer to 18, but I don't know. There are some as high as 45 listed, but I don't think that's, I don't know. Let's move on. So next place I went, I found 5 things. I cannot count today. All right, so actually I found some good stuff. First thing was these little brass pandas. Okay, now they're super cute. They are super cute. I paid a total of $5.98 for the two. They were listed separately. They had separate stickers on them, so it was $5.98 for the two. They're not solid brass, however. So if they were solid brass, they would sell really well. But these are hollow and filled. So they're heavy. So they make great paperweights, but they've got like cement or something in them. So I'm not really sure what to make of these guys. The solds are 8 to 10 separately. So, you know, if I paid $6 for the two of them and I sell them for 8 and 8, that works, right? That's good. So I'm not sure if I'll sell them together or separate, but 8 to 10 on the value. I actually have it as each because they are selling separately 8 to 10. So I guess that would be around 18, 20 for the pair. I think probably 15 to 18 for the pair is more accurate. I also picked up this gorgeous, now this is amazing. This is Ken Edwards style. It is not signed KE, it is just signed Mexico. So it is in the style of Ken Edwards. This is not his personal work, but look at that Tonala plate. It's got a bird on it, And the decoration on this is spectacular. It's got a little hangy thing for the back. So this can be a wall decor piece. And it's fantastic. So I paid $2.99 for this stunning piece. I think solds on these are 12 to 18. I don't think it's much more than that, but it's beautiful. It's stoneware. It's Tonala, Mexico. I will probably run this in an auction over on NikNax.net at some point. Either when I'm doing, I'm thinking I might do a sale that's like native pottery and gourds, because I have a box of each, and I need to count up what I have, and if I have enough, I'm going to do a sale, or when I have enough, I'm going to do a sale on those. I'm not sure if it'll be this year, if it'll be in the new year. We'll see. Okay, other thing I found there, pewter. This really interesting business card holder. It is molded pewter. It's not signed, but it's got these little spiky hearts on it. And I just thought it was really cool. It looks almost like cactus and a heart, and just really different, right? So I paid $2.99 for this. I think these are around 8 to 12 for the pewter business card holders in the solds. So that was just a fun little find, you know, just kind of hiding on the shelf. I also picked up this cut to clear ruby ashtray, and it's got 4 little indents, 4 cigarettes around the top, but it also could be like a candy dish or a trinket dish or whatever you would like it to be. So this has got some age to it. I'm not sure how old. And I couldn't find this exact design. It feels kind of sharp. So I'm not sure if this is cut to clear. I think it is ruby cut to clear. I don't know who the maker is on this one. There are a lot of different ones with different patterns that I can find when I do the lens search on this. This particular design does not show up. So there are a lot of them that are very, very similar in size and shape. So I wrote down here that the solds are all over the place from like 10 to 42. I paid $3.99 for it. I think I could get, I don't know, definitely 12 to 15, possibly 15 to 18. And I think if I can identify who actually made it, that might affect it a little bit more, because, you know, I mean, there's a lot of them that are Bohemian Czech glass. And I just need to figure out who made it before I can get a true value on it. But it's somewhere in that range. Okay, then this is another one I probably should have left in the store, but it was an educational piece. So I was so excited because this actually says at the bottom, Royal Hager. I don't know if you can see that. Around the bottom, it says Royal Hager. It has a number, 1810, it looks like, and then it says 09A. And this is their spotted pheasant. And a lot of the listings I see have this with another bird that's a different pose. So I don't know if they were a set or if they were sold individually and people just had both. But this is a Royal Hager spotted pheasant. And this is interesting. So in 2023, one sold on eBay for $44.99. Now I paid $6.99 for this. So the other two that I found on WorthPoint in 2020 were like $10.99 and $18.99. So if the $49.99 is more, because it's more recent, is more accurate, that would be fantastic. But none have sold in the last 3 months, and there are a few listed. And they're listed high, so I don't know, but it's Royal Hager, so that's really cool. And some people collect Royal Hager, and so I picked it up. So will I get my money back out? I think so. I put in $6.99 for it. I think 12 to 18 is probably reasonable. And I think I'll probably try to sell it in an auction starting around 12 and see what happens, or 14 and see what happens. I'm not sure. I'm going to do a bird sale somewhere down the road. I probably only have like 8 to 10 birds so far. So I'm going to keep collecting them until I have enough to do an actual auction with what I have. And then the leftover stuff will either get listed as a buy it now on NikNax or get posted over on eBay. All right, so that was that stop. Then I went out on the 15th. Okay, so yes, you can tell I'm not that excited about the finds this week, which is, I'm sorry. They can't all be winners, right? I mean, I got some good stuff. It's just not, ta-da, great stuff. But I got this set. These are some plates. They are marked, they're glass. And they are marked Arco Rock, ARCOROC, France. Okay. And they have a decent resale value, which is why I picked them up. So I paid $2.99 for this set. They're each 99 cents, and the way our this particular store works is if you buy 4 things, like the 4th one is free or something. I don't know. I got charged $2.99 for 4 plates, which is great. They sell for about $5 each-ish. So a lot of the sets that you see sold on eBay or WorthPoint are sets of 6 or 8. I didn't see any sets of 4. We can extrapolate. So the sets of 6 sell right around $29.99, like right around 30-ish. So that would be $5 a plate. So I would expect this set of 4 to sell in the 18 to 22 range. And again, I paid $2.99. So that was a fun little pickup. They're cool, and they're really pretty. If I had a use for them, I would keep them, but I do not have a use. So then the next one I picked up. So when I picked this up, I thought I was going to sign up for the barware sale over on NikNax, the speakeasy sale. I decided not to sign up for that, but I picked this up anyway. And is that a true statement? I don't remember when the signups were for this, but anyway, I mean for that train. Yeah, I think this actually, I might have picked this up after I'd made the decision. Anyway, this is Circleware. It still has its sticker on it, so it hasn't been used. It's a cordial set. I learned afterwards that the box, this came in a box, this whole thing, one of them that was boxed sold for only $12.99. So that was new in box. So the value of this is not very high, and I probably paid too much. So I paid $9.99 for it. Now the listeds are all in the 35 to 45 range on eBay, and there are a few listed. The only sold was that one new in box for $12.99. So was this a good buy? No, it was not. So I got excited because the shapes are pretty, the colors are pretty. They've got these little bubbles at the bottom of each of the glasses, and each has a different color. And then it's got this fun picture, and it's a little caddy, and I just thought it was the cutest thing. So we'll see. I'm going to try to sell it. If I do not sell it, it will end up in a yard sale at some point in the future. But yeah, it was one of those things. I should have done more research in the store. I was just really excited that it was so different. And I still had in my head, even if I wasn't going to do the barware sale, that I was thinking about doing a barware sale. And I'm sort of still thinking about it. It's just not something I'm really excited about. So yeah, we'll move on. I'm sorry, guys. I feel so bad because like everything this week is just, yeah. But they cannot all be winners. Like, I think a lot more people would be doing reselling if every single week you went out and you found a $600 Catherine Holm bowl or $400 Vitassi bird. I had an amazing April. But anyway, let's move on. Okay, so then I found actually some really cute things. So this one I was super excited about. It was broken. I did fix it. That will affect the value. But this is a stunning, look at the way the light dances in that. This is a Oleg Cassini paperweight. It's very hard to tell when it was made. So what's interesting is there's a lot of listings, okay? So it's not a rare thing. When you ask Google, which is now AI, when you ask them, when did Oleg Cassini make paperweights, it says 2010 to 2017 was the date range that Oleg Cassini made paperweights. However, the listings say things like 1951 and vintage. So I'm not 100% sure. My gut tells me this is from the 21st century, that this is not from 1951. The crystal, this is like the Aurora Boreal crystal finish. Swarovski does a lot with that. So this is Oleg Cassini. It's an oyster. It's two like little clam shells. It's supposed to be oyster shells, even though they are shaped like a clam. It's called Oyster with Pearl. It is signed at the bottom. It is signed Oleg Cassini. I don't know if you'll be able to see that at all because it's so reflective, but it is etched into the glass, Oleg Cassini. So I paid $4.99 for this piece. The solds are 25 to 40. Now, when I got this, it was taped shut and the two pieces were clamped together. So the seal here was broken. I did a little magic and got it back together, and it's in really good shape. But that may affect the price because I do need to disclose that it was repaired. But it's a paperweight, and I've got a paperweight sale coming up. So it's really fun. I wish that the light would show better in the camera. It reflects, like the pearl actually looks kind of pinkish when you look at it. So it's kind of fun. But anyway, there's that one. I also found another paperweight, just a little guy. And this is an apple paperweight with a brass handle. This one is made in Taiwan. It still has its sticker. The sticker says Price Products, Bellman, New Jersey, made in Taiwan. Huh. Albert E. Price. Interesting. Anywho, there are two sold that I found on WorthPoint, and the solds were in the 12 to 15 range. Okay, it's got that Bullicante, the controlled bubbles in there, but this is from Taiwan. I paid $1.99, sold are 12 to 15, so that's exciting. I think those two paperweights were the things that I was most excited about this week. Let's see what else. I found this weather vane. Now, it's different. It's brass. Now, this is solid brass. And it's got this little cherub dude at the top. Whoops, still got a price on it. Gotta take that off. I paid $5.99 for it. Now you can tell it's old. It's got rust in the on the hex nut, but it is signed or stamped at the bottom, and it says copyright Mann, M-A-N-N, 1981. Okay, so this is 1981. It's got north, south, east, west, the little cherub, and it is a tabletop stand. Okay, so I paid $9.99. Nope, I didn't. That was the wrong one. I paid $5.99. $5.99 for the brass weather vane. One sold for $15.50 a while ago. The listeds on eBay are all over the place, but crazy high, like 65 to 145. But a lot of them have different things at the top other than the cherub. There's some like with a horse and with a rooster and different critters on top. I really think that if I priced this in the 15 to 18 or 15 to 24 or even 18 to 24 price range, it will go pretty quickly with all the comps being so high. And like I said, the last one that sold for $15.50. So, you know, list around 18, see what happens maybe. I paid $6 or $5.99 for that. All right, a couple more things. I found a candle. You've seen me pick up this type of candle before. I am a sucker for these kind of candles because I used to buy them when I was a kid. I used to buy them and gift them to my aunt and my grandmother. I'm sure my grandmother had so many of these because I like doing that. Now this thing, it's a little old. Like the cover is yellowed. It does have the original packaging. It just says glowing candle. This is actually made in China, this particular one. It has its label on it. I paid $2.99 for this. I would say 8 to 12 is a reasonable amount on this type of candle. You know, if you see them for 50 cents, go ahead and pick them up. If you see them for $1, maybe pick them up. They don't sell that fast. There's not a lot of people that love these things. I love these things. I mean, to me, I like the color and they look a lot like Millefiori and I'm just attracted to her. So I picked it up. And then I went to one last place a couple days ago and I picked up a couple things. I got the cutest little cat. So this will be for whenever my next cat sale is. It's a wooden cat and he's kind of 3D. And he's carved in 3D and painted. So this side is flat. He's got his little whiskers that were put in. There's nothing on the bottom. I assume there was a sticker there at one point. So I don't know who made him, but he's really cute. So he will sell, not for a ton of money. I paid $1.99. He'll probably sell in the 5 to 8 range, but he's super cute. So I got that. And then I got a piece of pottery that has me stumped. So this is horsehair raku. Okay, you can look inside. Now normally raku, the bottom is burned and black. This one, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it the way the lighting is here. This one, the inside, you can see all the burning and the black at the bottom. Like it's all, I don't know, what you would expect to see on the outside of the pot when something is raku. So I'm a little stumped by this. It looks like horsehair pottery. It is signed right here, and it looks like it says S good. I've looked that up. I've looked up SI good, but there's no dot there. I've looked up be good. Like I've looked up so many different things, and I can't find this at all. So I will need to try to find the maker of this to better determine value. But these type of pots do pretty well. I paid $4, well, $3.99 for it. I'm going to say 8 to 12 on this one just because I don't know much about it, but the solds are anywhere up to 45. So all kinds of prices on this type of pot. So this might be a good one to try in an auction and see what happens with that. I think, again, I need to learn more about the artist on this if I can find it. So that's really all. I mean, it was kind of a weird week. I think my favorite is probably this. I don't know if it should be my favorite, but I think just it's sparkly and it's cool. I like it. So anyway, my total spend this week was $61.86. My total estimate on the low end of the value of these pieces was around 180. So that's like 3x. I think I probably, like that Circleware martini set was probably not a good buy. And so the return on that's going to be pretty much negligible. I'll probably make my money back, but that's it if it sells. So otherwise, you know, I did okay. It was an okay week. Oh, I liked it. I like this one a lot too. I like this a lot. So yeah, you know, can't have great weeks all the time. So thank you guys for watching. What I've got coming up, so exciting things coming up. I've got a paperweight sale coming up on the 28th, which is still a week and a day away. It's a 30-minute spot at 8 o'clock on a Monday night during the NikNax Paperweight Train. And then I just signed up for the glass Locomotive again. I did that one recently at the beginning of the month or end of last month. And that's going to be on the 3rd. It's a Sunday. I'm doing 8 o'clock on Sunday, the 3rd. So that'll be like 2 things within a week or so. And then I'm going to try to schedule some other things. I just have to figure out what and when. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you all next week. And hopefully we have some great luck this week and exciting things to share. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.